Thanks for attending this event. And my goal is basically everybody here to get a MDCE job and practice here in Washington State. Can you can you guys like raise your hand? You can use the raise your hand function. Raise your hand if you have done your step 2. If you have ECFMG certificate, raise your hand. Okay, so nice, Mara. I see you. Anybody else have an ECFMG certificate? So only Marrera has an ECMG certificate, nobody else?
Oh, I do, Janelle. I just can't find the hand raise function. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Oh, if you can't find the hand raise button, then you can put it on the chat.
Okay.
Put it on the chat box if you can't find the hand raise button. So I see Marrera, or if you just have it, you can just say it as well. You can just say it out loud.
Yeah, hi, Mohammed. Nice to meet you
Nice to meet
here
you.
on this platform. Yeah, I talked before, like 5 minutes ago, about it, and yeah, I'm ECFMG certified. Currently, I'm working on step 3 as well, and
Right.
yeah, I'm happy to learn the opportunities about MDCE pathway.
Okay, awesome. So thanks, Marrera, for coming. Appreciate it. Mohammed Kareem, also, I see that you have ECFMG. Aura, I see you have ECFMG. Nice. All right. Okay, so maybe like I would say maybe 3 or 4 people here who has ECFMG certificates. So that's the number one step, right? The first thing that all you guys need to do is find ECFMG certification, right? That's number one step. And number two step is to find an employer. So, and right now, TIMGA has been reaching out to employers. PSN, Peace and I have been, knocking on doors and trying to find employment opportunities for you guys and trying to help you because, and also I want to tell you guys there's a lot of basically misinformation out there. So just be careful of any misinformation, any information that you get from, other entities about MDCE or people promising you jobs. So it's sometimes you got to be very sure. If you get a contract, if you somebody offers you a job and you get a contract, send that contract to us. We have free legal services for you guys and where we review documents and legal services to help you guys. That's number one. And so we're doing a thing as well. And another thing that you guys can do is network. If you know any physicians, if you know any um, practices out there. One IMG, a really good thing they did was like one of their family members had a family doctor, and he reached out to the family doctor and he said, "Hey, do you have any jobs available? I can practice here. I have a license. There's an MDCE license," and that's how that IMG got the job. So, so many great opportunities to network, connect, and at the same time, like we here at TIMGA will also help you find those MDCEs. But number one is your ECFMG certificate. So on this call, I see only maybe 3 people. Like I saw Mohammed Kareem, Marrera, and Ara. They have ECFMG certificates. Everybody else maybe does not have. So just keep on working on your ECFMG certificate. And that's number one. So, Marrera, first, tell me a little bit about your journey. Have you looked for MDCE jobs? How's your journey going?
Yeah, thank you, Ahmed. Yeah, my journey is I came here to study Master of Public Health at UC Berkeley. I graduated in May 2025. I was ECFMG certified in September to apply for residency programs. Uh, yeah, I got a couple of interviews, but
Nice. Congratulations.
I'm not that much satisfied with the number of interviews I got, uh, and I was also applying to the IMG opportunities to work through this MDC pathway
Yeah.
is it hasn't been successful so far. There are a lot of misinformation. Some websites or some agencies operating as they can connect us with employees. And I
Mhm.
also tried through that pathway. It wasn't successful. And I'm still looking for opportunities. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, thanks. And Maria, but look, a couple of interviews is a huge deal, man. Do not undersell that. That is a huge deal, in residency. So if you have like more than two or three interviews, even like two interviews, man, that's huge. So like I think you have a really great chance of matching this year. So congratulations.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so do you mind sharing how many interviews do you have? Do you have three, four, five, 10,
Uh, so
15?
far I have 5 interviews.
That's amazing. That's amazing, man. Five
Yeah,
interviews is
yeah.
amazing. Congratulations. So yeah, just I think you have a really good chance. So I would look, here's what I would do because like Marrera, most employers that I know, they want you to sign at least a 1 year contract, right? So if you sign a 1 year contract right now, then by the time you start residency, you're not gonna finish your contract and it will put you in some legal trouble. So I would recommend to you first basically see how the match goes. Wait 3 months or something like, right? So the match is in March, right? So it's just a couple more months. Wait, see what happens, and then basically if you match, then that's amazing. If not, then you can apply for MDCE jobs.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's my best recommendation because I know most employers will make you sign a 1 year contract at least. A lot of them require 2 years, but like the best chance you have is like a 1 year contract. And like I don't want you to get into any legal trouble, you know? So that's that. But nice. So awesome. So yeah, that's number thing. That's another thing that we gotta know about is the year contract. So most employers they will want you to have at least a year. Salaries, I've seen salaries from 120, 30,000 all the way to 250,000. But the average is like 165,000 for MDCEs. Like that's the kind of average job salary that I've seen. So it's right now, I think so in Washington State, almost 40, 50 people have been hired and working. All of the people that have been hired have and majority of them have, sorry, 90% of them have received assistance from TIMGA. So we have, helped them get those jobs or either, help them review their contract or help them with the employers. So like the MDCE opportunity is real, guys. It is real. It is not fake. There's a lot of IMGs really making, a life for themselves. So it just requires you to be committed. So that's the only thing. Like if you're applying for residency now, like if you have multiple interviews like Marrera, like I would recommend you guys wait for the match, see if you match. If you match, great. If you don't match, then apply for the MDCEs. That is, what I would recommend. And just kind of like continuing that pathway as well. Let me tell you some of the mistakes, the top five mistakes people do. I see Zainab is here. Okay, hello. Where can we look for if we are looking for MDC jobs? So that's the thing, Zainab. You know, people like there's no since this is a really new license, employers are not posting like these jobs, right? So it's like organizations like us, like TIMGA, we are knocking on doors. So me and Peace, like we talk to employers every time. I have a couple of meetings with them next week as well, and we tell them, we educate them about the license. Hey, here's the license. What is an IMG? Like, what is this license? How can I use for it? Can I bill for these services? Is there like any malpractice? Will it hurt my patients? What's the legal ramifications? So employers are always asking these questions, and basically our job is Zainab to you know I would say educate these employers. So TIMGA, we go out there, we educate, and then slowly by slowly, some people reach out to us and say, "Hey, like I want to try 5 people, I want to try 6 people, I want to try one person," and then basically, or we can basically do that. So, Aura says, "Can we look for positions meant for MPs and PAs?" There's a bunch in Indeed and Glassdoor. Yeah, I mean that's Ara, that's a good way, and a lot of people were successful for it, and just but like I think so it helps if when you apply for the job, like you include basically TIMGA and you say, hey, if you want some more information, reach out to TIMGA because like we can do a better job and also like helping you guys get those basically jobs and kind of like convince employers. So that's another opportunity to go out. But like, yeah, connections are the most important thing. But yeah, we're actively hiring. Like some folks as well. Most people they want ECFMG certificate. They want you to like at least sign the contract. Like the opportunities that we have here in Washington. They want at least a 2-year contract. So if anybody here is willing to sign a 2-year contract and has step 3 gives you a better chance in getting an MDC. This is what I've seen like from the people ever since we changed the law to step 2. Right before it was step 2, 3 was required, but ever since we changed the law to step 2, a lot of employers are preferring step 3. It kind of like, so if 2 people apply, let's say Marrera and Janelle, both of them apply. Um, if Janelle has step 3 and Marrera doesn't, they're gonna hire Janelle, right? So that's just something that we've seen employers talked about. Step 3 has become a competitive advantage. So like if you guys can do step 3, I know it's a little bit cumbersome. I've gone through it. It's 2 days. It's a pain in the ass, right? Like there's no way to say it's 2 days. Like it's a lot of studying. There's a lot of bias stats. There's a lot of step 1 pharmacology, and all that. So, but like if you guys can go through it, just like especially it helps. Like me, the biggest regret I made with step 3, and I regret it all the time when I took step 3 was I did not take step 3 after step 2 CK. I wish I would have taken step 3 after step 2 CK because it's just like the knowledge in step 2 CK kind of repeats itself a little bit, right? So I had to redo a step 2 CKU world when I did mine. So I kind of regret that. So if anybody's doing step 2 CK and I would just recommend studying for step 3. It will really help you down the road. So that is one thing that you can do. Zainab asks, which insurances malpractice insurances are working for MDCE? I mean, usually a lot of them. Mostly I would say if the practice has an insurance that they work with, they kind of put them on the MDCE, and they kind of put that in. So physicians insurance is something that people are using. But and there's like some other insurances as well. But if you run into any malpractice coverage and barriers, definitely reach out to us. We can help you as well. But yeah, that's the nuts and bolts of it. But has anybody tried for people who have already ECFMG like Marrera, Aura, Zainab, Janelle? You guys can maybe unmute yourself if you want. Have you tried applying and did you get any interviews for MDCs?
Janelle hasn't started trying yet. No.
Okay. All right. So Janelle, am I pronouncing your name right? Is it Janelle, right? Is
Yes,
it
you are
Janelle?
saying it correctly.
Awesome. Sounds good. So yeah, so Janelle, and you have your step 3?
Yes,
Oh, you have your step 3?
yes.
Oh, did you apply to our recent posting?
I didn't see it. No.
Okay. Send your resume to and to Peace, right?
Okay.
And like, did you apply for the match this year as well?
Yes, but I didn't get any interviews yet. So,
Okay. So maybe in your case, it's good to like, are you willing to sign that 2-year contract or 1-year contract?
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe for you, it makes sense, Janelle, like to like sign the contract. So yeah, so please send your information to Peace and basically and then Peace will kind of like put you in the system.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And
واضح.
Janelle, you're TIMGA member, right?
زوم ترى شوف هل اني مسكر الكاميرا.
All right, I think somebody is
مسكر الكاميرا
unmuted.
ولا.
So
Yeah.
somebody's unmuted. So like make sure you're mute, guys. Otherwise, I'll know your secrets and I'll tell it to everybody. All right. So let's see. Okay, so Janelle, that's amazing. Aura, and did you apply? I know you have step 3, right, Aura? And if you cannot unmute, you can just like I know some people are at work or something. So, or if you cannot unmute, just type and just say, hey, like I can't unmute at this moment, and you can just type. Awesome. So that's amazing. So Ara, you have step 3. So Ara, and I don't know if you got any residency interviews. Zainab, you didn't get any residency interviews as well. So like just send your information. And Zainab, do you have step 3? Okay, nice. So Zainab and Janelle, you both have step 3. You guys are gonna be like very competitive. So please send your information to and Ara. I don't know if you have step 3, but if you don't, that's okay as well. We can still try. So, but send your information to us, the 3 of us. I think Ara maybe didn't apply to our recent posting. So, Peace, if you can kind of like, if you can follow up with Zainab, Ara, and you know, and Janelle. So, and we can kind of get their information and apply. That would be great.
I just dropped the application process again on the Telegram group, so they can just follow through and send in their documents.
Awesome. So yeah, you guys have that information. Yeah, please sign it. Please, fill out the information, and that kind of helps us, work with employers and get you guys those opportunities. So, awesome. So yeah, that's a little bit about. So now we'll just get back to the Q&As. We're gonna have these series like every couple of weeks or so. We're gonna follow up with you guys to see where you are in the process and kind of help you guys with this journey as well. So, but any questions? So like Marera, he put, what kind of work permit are hospitals looking for? Oh, that's another important thing is hired IMG physicians through MDCE policy duty sponsor. Yes, that's another really great question. Thanks for asking Marera. So unfortunately, I would say 80% of employers will not sponsor a visa, but there are some that will, especially it's harder right now because Trump, I think he said like it's like 100K, right? Per visa or something like that. So yeah, he tripled the price. Not he tripled the price. He before it was like 2,000 or something. It was like no, I think it was like 15,000. So he maybe 10 times the price. He put it 10 times the price. So yeah, that it's gotten a lot of expensive, especially for small employers, but there is some large employers that will give up the 100K. But yeah, so that's gonna be something, yeah. But great question. Great question. And Pete, maybe like we can include that, in our informations like when we post work authorization it gives you the best chance, right? So Marera, go ahead.
On that, like the one you mentioned about 100,000 one, I think recently they announced that there is exception for that, especially if students are on, yeah, I mean, if the applicants are on a student visa like F1, J1, they want to transition to H1B, hospitals will not pay 100,000. Just they
Oh, wow.
can easily switch if they're in United States. There is such opportunities and
Oh,
also
interesting. Yeah, that's good. I did not know about that update. So thanks for sharing, Marera. So yeah, in that case, yeah, we will talk to employers then. We will try to convince them, to hire, try to hire any IMGs who are looking for visa. So we can try our best, but majority we've seen they prefer work authorization, but we're still gonna try for you guys. Nice. Great. Any other questions, guys? So I see most of the people right here are probably still preparing for steps. So keep on preparing, and as soon as you finish, let us know. We wanna help you. And yeah, sure, no worries. Ara, thanks for joining us again. Hope you have a great day at work, and hope you enjoy your weekend too. All right. Any more questions? All right, I see no questions. So in the meantime, here's the final advice I would give. Morera, in your case, I would wait and then basically reach out to basically Peace and I if you don't get matched. But I doubt you're not gonna get matched, man. I think for sure you're gonna get matched, Morera. So but just in case, reach out to us. Zainab, Janelle, and Ara, there's a link that Peace posted on the Telegram group. So if you guys can fill out that, and if you have any information, reach out to Peace. Her email is info@timga.org, and we can help you guys throughout this process.
Thank
All right.
you. Thank you.
Sounds good. All right, guys. Thank you. Hope you have a great weekend.
Can
And,
I discuss some brief
go ahead.
moment
If somebody has
with
a
you?
question?
Yeah, I just want to discuss alone with you for just a brief minutes at the end. Is that okay?
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, everybody else can maybe hop off the call, and yeah, sure. Me and Peace will give you 5 minutes. So, thank you guys, everybody. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye.